all, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. First of all, guys, thank you so much for making me get to 300 subscribers. You have no idea how much like it means to me, but I seriously do appreciate for those who subscribe to my channel. Like, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe to my channel. The support that you guys give me is just amazing. Today I want to talk about 5 different type of clients that you get to meet on a daily basis and how you're going to handle those type of clients. So let's get to this. Yeah, so the first type of clients are those that are going to, they don't know what they want. Like they tell you that you're the professional here, so please just give me something that is good, you know. And I can look at this type of client in 2 different ways. This type of client have like advantage and disadvantage, and I think the advantage is this type of clients gives you room for creativity. Like you can be creative with their work, you can think beyond and come up with something extraordinary. At the same time, it might make you do a lot of work. They don't know what they want, so it's a bit confusing when you're dealing with someone who doesn't know what they want, you know. So how you're going to handle such type of clients is keep them posted in each and every step that you're taking. Like if it's for example design work you're doing, so the first stage, share with them, tell them this is where we are, these are the colors you're using. If let's say they don't have colors at all, so tell them, like keep them posted on each and every step, so that they don't have to take you back and tell you that, you know what, I don't like green, I want purple, I want blue, you know. So just keep them posted on each and every step that you're working on each and every step of whatever thing you're doing, you know. So I hope I make sense. So the second type of clients are those who will go like, will this cost extra? You know, when you get the brief, ideas start coming to your head, and then you share with them, tell them you can actually do it like this instead of doing it the other way around, and then they go like, will that cost extra? So most of the time their focus is usually on the budget and not the quality of the work that you're going to give. So this type of clients are the ones that might end up not paying you for extra thing that you do, you understand? So how you deal with these ones is making sure that when you're doing your budget, you make sure that on the detail, on the description part, you put everything in details, each and everything that you're going to cost for, so that anything that is not within the scope of work that you guys had agreed for in the quotation and was approved in the quotation can be paid for. And I've experienced this type of client like with some job that I was doing. This particular client wanted me to shoot for a couple of days, but on my quotation, what you quoted for was for particular days, like less days, no, not what they wanted. So if I did not write that description for those number of days there, I am very sure, 100% sure, they would have made me do the work for all those days. All these little details, just make sure that you put them and you agree with them and you read everything to them. Even if, just put it on paper, you know, like make sure they know what they are going to get. Don't just use word of mouth, because this type of clients are usually very, very hard to deal with. After experiencing all that with that particular client, all my invoices usually have like the above on the invoices, yes, somewhere not, I usually not below that. All the figure above might change depending on the scope of work, because sometimes things change as you start, things just start changing, you know. So keep that in mind when you're dealing with such type of client, or usually concerned about the budget and not the kind of work that you're going and time that you're going to put into it. Cool. Then third type of clients are those ones that usually come to you and tell you that, Christine, I have some work for you, and I'm sure this won't take much time, you know. They usually come knowing that the type of work that they're going to give you will take, let's say, 3 minutes to do, you know, and they believe that they can even do it in less than 1 minute. Sometimes they tend to forget that whatever you're doing in, like, let's say 5 minutes or 1 hour or 3 hours took you 4 years maybe to study in school, or even 3 years to master it, or even 10 years to work in a company to be able to like perfect that skill that you have that can make you design a book within 10 hours or 5 hours. So I just don't understand such type of clients, but I've come up with a way of dealing with them. And one of the things that have worked for me is that when someone approaches you like that, just explain to them all the step that is required. And what has worked for me is using my vocabularies, because I'm sure everyone, whichever place you are, whether you're in medical, whether you're in of course, journalism, whether you are in design, there are languages that design people can understand. There are languages that only journalists can understand. When it comes to designing, when it comes to, of course, coming up with a proposal or coming up with a pitch, there's all those things like meeting where you brainstorm on the ideas, everyone come up with ideas, there's the Word document that you need to draft first before you even get to PowerPoint. So there's usually all those processes. So this client, just explain to them that how we do things is this. You have researchers that are going to research on this particular topic. You have these people who are assigned to do this thing. So it's not just one person who's going to sit and do it, you know. So just make them understand the process. I think maybe once they understand the process, they'll be able to respect the fact that it won't take 2 minutes as they think, and they will also know that it's something of value, and when they pay for it, they won't feel like a pinch, they won't be hurt somewhere. If it was going to take 1 minute, why were they even bringing it to you in the first place? Anyway, you've gotten my point. Explain to them the entire process from A to Z so that they understand. But not everything. You know the things that are important to tell your client. So yeah. Fourth type of clients, these are clients who everything to them is an emergency. Like they come to you with a job and they want it like yesterday, and you know, all the time. It's like that is usually what they do. And I remember in my previous employment we used to have, Jesus, what's wrong with me? Yes, so I remember in my previous employment we used to have this kind of clients, like so many of them. This kind of clients usually expect you to stop everything, like when they come to your company, everything has to stop for them to just be served or something like that. And I don't think it's fair to the other clients, because at the end of the day, it's fast come, fast serve. I don't know what you do in your business or how you operate in your business, but to my business I usually I prefer fast come, fast serve, and every client is supposed to be treated equally. So there's nothing like, you know, favors and all that. So what happens is this, how you can handle such clients. It's either, I've seen some companies usually charge them extra, like for, you know, so you can either do that, or the other option is try and explain to them that you're doing something and make them understand like how long it takes to do a project, so that they don't make you, you know, like rush. Something else to add on this is come up with proper timelines and stick to it, because these clients can make you, you know, shake a little bit and make you feel like whatever you're doing is wrong or they're being handled badly or something like that. But just stick to your timelines. If you tell them you're going to deliver by 3, please deliver by that 3. And this type of clients usually think that they're the only ones in that particular, they're the only clients that you have, and I don't like that, by the way. I don't know if anyone enjoys that. I'm sure maybe some of you have gone through such, but there are some clients who usually make you feel like they're the only ones that you serve. But yeah, I know you're supposed to make your clients feel special, make them feel like they're the only one, because each client is different. But they also need to know that this is a business, and you also have other people and the other jobs that are coming in. You're not just sitting somewhere chilling and waiting for them to drop your job, you know, but you need to do this professionally. So it needs a lot of intelligence. So my last type of clients, these ones I have experienced so many times, especially when you're in this industry, in the media industry, and you get to do things to do with video, photography, you know, all this stuff. You get to meet such kind of clients like a lot. So this type of clients are the ones that once you do the job, you've given them the first draft to have a look at. If you agree, if it was a video you're doing or something you're producing, maybe a documentary, or let's not talk about documentary, but if you're doing something, like you came up with the idea and then you are doing something to them and then you've given them the first draft, they will get back to you and tell you that the type of job that you delivered is very good. However, we want you to do this, this and this. So they give you like a different brief, you know. They give you something totally different. Maybe you might end up even going to do different shoots again, like different days. Remember, you're already quoted for certain days and you already shot these things. So this type of clients, what you need to do with them is, when you're doing a quotation or a budget, when you're doing that budget of yours and sending it to them, just make it clear to them that if there is any other day that is not within the budget that you quoted for, then it means different cost is going to apply. So just let them know that, like in the beginning, so that when even they give you these changes, they tell you that you need to shoot this day, this day, this day, they know that they're going to pay for it. So those are the 5 different type of clients that I've come across, and there are many others that I've come across too, but I keep on meeting these 5 type of clients like over and over, and I'm sure even in your business you get to meet them. But if you don't know how to handle them, you might really get frustrated and even give up at some point in doing this business, because some of them are just out here to frustrate you, to make you feel less of a person, to make you feel like you don't know what you're doing. But guys, prepare yourself to meet all these kind of people and know how to tackle them. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this particular video, thumbs up. I hope there's something you're gonna learn from it. Please remember to share with your friend. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly do. And until next time, kisses. And for those who don't know me, I'm Christine Ger, like Christine G-E-R. Yes. Oh, I'm shaking the camera.